Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Amanda. Going to get ready for a little exercise today. So I invite you maybe to put on some fun Motown dance party music, which is what I'm playing. And then any equipment that you might want. Obviously, a chair will start sitting and eventually work on some balance standing. And then in addition, if you have light weights, 2, 3, 4 pounds maybe, or even just cans of veggies will work just for that resistance. So let's get started. Just making sure that you have a nice sturdy chair. Your feet are flat to the floor. Your back is off the seat, so your spine is nice and straight. Let's just start kind of easy. As always, just checking in. Give yourself some neck rolls. You can do half circles. You can do full circles, whatever feels best to you. Just starting to slow down your breathing. Maybe find a few shoulder rolls. Yep, up, back, and down. Just a few times, feeling that movement, kind of checking in with how you're feeling today. So taking an easy stretch, I'm going to mirror you. So if you take your right arm and lift it up and over, just exploring how that right side feels from your hip through your neck, through your wrists. Take another good breath in, good breath out. All right, we'll switch it out. Got to balance it out. Going the other side, other way. Again, avoiding doing any twisting just yet. So level out your shoulders, soften through your neck so you're not sitting straight up. Just, again, that easy side stretch down along your left side. All right, as you bring it back down, let's move dynamically with our breath. So right arm comes up as you inhale, and then exhale, bring it down. And the other side, inhale, lift, and then exhale, lower. So we're just going to take a few more rounds, just noticing how you're feeling, how your breathing is, and start to pull in your belly button, everybody. We want to make sure our core is nice and strong. All right, I'm going to do one more each way. So big inhale, exhale, bring it down. Last time, breathe in and out. All right, shake it out a little bit. Just kind of get some movement here through your shoulders, down through your wrists, moving in through the spine a little bit, and then maybe taking a full easy twist. So again, it's the torso moving. The arms are just kind of along for the ride. Not forgetting about our breathing. All right, we're going to hold it on our right side. So I invite you to grab your right leg, right side of the seat. Try to keep your feet flat, your hips down. So take a nice big inhale, sit up tall, squeeze your belly. Exhale, try to find your twist looking over your right shoulder. Do that one more time. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, let's switch it on out. Other side, right? So hips down, feet flat. Grab your seat, your leg. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, start to find your twist, looking over the left. Stay like that. Take another good breath in, good breath out. Again, just easy movements here. Let's come up to center. Let's do a good morning stretch. Reach to the sky. Can you keep it strong? Reach forward, or we just hang like a rag doll for a second. Can you shake your head out a little bit? Try to soften tension, relaxing through the neck. And again, just feeling how your whole spine from neck to tailbone is. Take another good breath in, good breath out. All right, squeeze your belly. Let's take a good inhale as you round all the way up. Let your chin come up last. Reach to the sky. Exhale, arms coming out. All right, shake your hands out a little bit. Always want to make sure our hands are feeling good. If they're chill, we're going to wake them up. Now we're going to get into our brain. Make one hand a nice open flat palm and the other hand a nice strong fist. And then we switch. And then we switch. And then we do a few more times and we switch 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 and we go a little bit faster, but just don't get lazy with it, right? Be intentional that you're strong, you're controlled, and maybe you're going faster, but whatever you're doing, still breathing, mindful movements, almost there. Maybe your fingers are getting a little tight, a little warm. Good. Last three, last two. All right, shake it out a little bit. Now, one more little brain exercise. Let me scoot up closer so you can make sure you can see. This is one of my favorites. So we're going to do peace fingers on one hand and a shooter gun on the other. And we got to switch. And then we got to switch. So just kind of rotate. It's okay if you got to go slow and pause for a second. And just, again, look at your own hands and just make sure, are they doing what you think they're doing? This is that bilateral movement. We're getting into the right side, left side of our brain, firing up new synapses. You're not forgetting to breathe through this. Yeah. So working in to keeping our mind strong as we finish out these last few rounds. It's okay to mess up. Have fun with it. All right, breathing in, breathing out. All right, great job. Shake it out. All right, so just a little extra here. Interlace your fingers into a gentle fist. Try to keep your palms together and give me some wrist circles. Moving gently into the palms, into the wrists. Can you go the other way? Oh, and seeing how that's feeling. Now let's keep the hands together. Big arms, extensions, figure eight. So again, just trying to move gently into our shoulders, wake up through our body. Good. Let's switch direction. Sometimes that makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't. All right, good. Keep moving, friends. Last two. Last one. All right, shake it out. I think our arms are feeling good. Yeah, let's get into our lower body. So a slow march in place. Just lifting up your feet. Good. Squeezing in tight through your tummy, keeping that strong engagement down through your legs. And just to make sure our abs are really on fire, we're just going to tap our knee. So both hands tap and tap. So we're not pulling the knee in. We're just trying to think, oh yeah, abs, doing some work here. Good. Mindful control as you lift, as you squeeze and breathe. Good. Keeping that strong control. Think about your belly button pulling in tight. And remember, nothing lasts forever. Keep it strong. Keep it under control for 6, for 5, for 4. Breathing. 2 and 1. All right, relax for a moment. Now, getting up to your hips or waking into our hips, lift up your right leg. So right foot's off the floor. You're just kind of think, am I squeezing belly through the leg? Can you lift a little higher? And I want you to visualize your hip. We're going to make tiny little circles into our hip socket, right? Not moving the shin, but moving our thigh into our hip space. Ooh, starting to wake things up into that heat spot. All right, go the other way. Not forgetting to breathe, everybody. All right, last 2. Last one, hold, get a little more activation. We're going to push down and pull up. So think resisting both ways, squeezing down, squeezing up, keeping control here. And again, reminding yourself a little burn is okay. We're almost there for 2 and 1. Hug it in, everybody. Give yourself a nice little love stretch for a moment. Easy breath in, easy breath out, and see how the squeeze is. Just gently breathing out any tension you might be feeling, and then take what feels good. You just give yourself that little love stretch. You can take some mindful movements, supporting with the hands here as you gently work into your hip, into your knee. Go the other way. Oh, yeah. Waking things up this morning, or what day is it? Chilly morning. That's all it is. That's why I'm in a sweatshirt. All right, one more little squeeze. All right, set it on down. Now that leg is feeling good. Let's wake up the other one. Lift up. No hands, no hands, right? Lifting up the leg. Starting to squeeze through your tummy, down through your leg. Heels a little higher. All right, and just think small little circles into our hip. I always just imagine that hip socket space just kind of loosening up, waking up. This side might feel different. It's okay. Let's go the other way. Always striving for balance in our life. I say that all the time, as best we can. Some days it's a challenge, and that's all right. Last 2, last 1. We're not done. We got to think, push down, pull up, squeeze down, squeeze up, squeezing, breathing, resisting like you got a weight on that leg. Good. Nice and strong control. Almost there. Can you give me 2? Squeeze it down, squeeze it up, and then hug it in and catch your breath. Sometimes we forget to breathe, and that's okay. And again, just noticing, exploring, checking in, maybe taking some of those circles around. Easy breath control here as you balance it out, going both ways. I was just trying to remind myself what I tried to stretch, try to move one way, one side. I want to do the other side, other way. All right, little love squeeze and set it on down. All right, so real quick, I know you can't see my feet in this video, so I just want you to lift your toes and your heels a few times, just kind of moving into our ankles. Oh, waking up here. Now let's circle out. I'll lift up my foot so you can see my dirty socks. Circle your right foot around. Ooh, and a crackling and a crackling. If you can't hear it, go the other way. While this foot is up here, as we move into our ankle, let's flex our toes. Let's point our toes. So if you have shoes on, you may not have a lot of space to open the toes, but try it without shoes. Yes. All right, switch to the left side. Same idea. Ooh, first circle around. Ankle exercises, friends, feet exercises. You got to keep those nice and strong. Go the other way. Don't neglect your feet. There's my spoiler or a little soapbox for the day. And then we're going to flex and point and flex and point. Ooh, feels good. All right, nicely done. Let's bring our feet flat. Let's make sure we're still all mindfully connected to our breath. Take a nice big inhale, sweep up. Nice big exhale. Good. Blow it all out. So one more time. Big breath in and out. Ready for some heat? Let's march in place. All right, so again, arms are moving, legs are moving, just like you would walk. Right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm. Good. Trying to keep control. Think about squeezing through that tummy. Good. Mindfully breathing. Yes, we're getting here a little heat. Yay, cardio time. Maybe you keep it strong. Well, yes, try to keep it strong, but maybe you go a little bit faster. Wherever you are, just still think I'm moving that opposite sensation here, building my strength, eventually working on our gait training. Almost there. Pick up the pace a little bit. All right, last 3, last 2, and 1. All right, think about your right side. So extend your right arm out. Right leg is strong. Bring your foot forward a little bit. We're going to push both out to the side and pull them back into center. Good. So just isolating the right side. Think about strong body from your shoulders, your back, your chest. Strong from your core, out through the foot. Good. So squeezing out, pulling back in. And why don't you say out, in? So you know you're breathing. Out, in. Squeezing out, squeezing in. Give me 2 more. Out, in, out. Now let's hold that last one in. Foot is off the floor. Strong leg, strong arm. A little pulse to the left for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it on down. Take a quick release. Let that go. Breathe into it. All right, let's try that left side. So left leg forward a bit, left arm forward. Again, we're never limp noodle arms. We're trying to think strong through our body, strong through our core, mindful of your breathing. Here we go. Tapping out, tapping in. Squeezing the leg, squeezing the arm, using that strong core, not forgetting to breathe. Out, in, squeeze out, squeeze in. Good. Keeping that mindful control. Good. Finding that nice mindful movement. Last 3. Squeeze it in, squeeze it out for 2. You know, we get to hold that last one. Hold it up through center. Lift that foot off the floor. Tiny pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let it go for a second. Relax the neck, the shoulders. Sometimes we build up tension, so we just want to make sure to let all that unnecessary tension go. All right, we'll get into a little bit more with our whole body, right side, left side working together, but yay for fun, challenging it up. Bring your arms forward. Your feet are in the ground. You can lift up a little bit, but keep those legs strong, tummy strong, arms strong. So let's go right side out, in. Left side out, in. Right side out, in. Find that rhythm. Good. Still saying out, in, out. You fall out, you can just get right back in, right? Just try to keep moving, keep going. Don't get frustrated when you make a tiny mistake. We all do it. We're all human. Good. Just finding that mindful control. Good. Moving with intention. Out, in, out, in. Let's just do a few more reps like this, everybody. Are you still squeezing your tummy? Pull it in tight. Out, in, out. One more round. Out, in, out. Now, quick pause. Reset. Because I want to just crank it up one more little notch. All right. Get excited. Getting ready. So we're going to do that similar variation of right side, left side, but changing it up just a little bit. All right, so keep those arms extended strong, shoulders down, pull in that belly button, squeeze down through your legs. So stay with me. We'll take it slow to start. Right side out, left side out, right side in, left side in. Again, out, out, in, in. Breathing, out, out. Keep squeezing in, in. Nice control. Out, out, in, in. Good. Out, out, in. Maybe a little faster if you're ready. Out, out, in, in. Again, out, out. You can keep it slow. It's fine. Just keep the movement. Out, out. Squeeze, in, in. 2 more sets. Out, out, in. Last time. Out, out, in. Let's do a combo. Both legs, arms out. Squeeze it in tight. Out and in. Out and in. You got it. Out, squeeze, in, out and in, out. Remember, nothing is forever. Good. Last 3. Out, in, out, in. One more. Out and in. Everybody recover the breath. Easy exhale. Let all that go. One more time. Big breath in, big breath out. And this is where I remind you, make sure you're bringing water. I don't think I brought mine in here, so shame on me. So take sips of water anytime you need it. It is always there for you. So I feel like since our heart rate has gotten up a little bit, this might be a good time to build some strength. Our muscles are warm. Why not get a little weights in if you want? Okay, remember, you can always just do the movements that I cue without any weights. Just think, I'm squeezing my muscles, always working with intention. So today, what did I find? I've got 3 pounds. Most days I do 2 pounds. So this is a bump up for me today. But wherever you are, you just need to listen to your body. If it feels like a bad word, like pain versus just discomfort, because we're exercising, take it down a notch, set the weights down, do 1 arm at a time, take it slower. Just the main thing is you listen to where you are today. All right, so we have our weights or cans of soup, whatever you want to hold on to today. Sitting up tall, as you back on the seat. Let's make sure we're squeezing in tight through our belly button. Let's start, how about some hammer curls? So your palms are facing in towards your body, 1 or both arms. We're going to keep our elbows in tight. Just try to think fists up towards the shoulders, and then slowly squeeze it back down. So we're getting into our little bicep spaces. Good. Trying to move. Nice, steady control. Good. Squeezing all the way up, squeezing all the way down. Oh, and don't forget to breathe. Taking a nice little reset for a moment. Again, you're just kind of isolating, working those nice strong muscles in your arms. And of course, always working our core. Lifting up, squeezing back down. Good. So pulling in that belly button. Good. Let's just do a few more like this. Good. Trying to think you work in both directions up and then slowly press it down, right? Let gravity be your friend. All right, let's just go for 3. Squeeze it all down. 2 and 1. All right, quick reset. We're going to keep the palms in, but just bend up our elbows halfway, like 90 degrees. Now notice your elbows don't come off of your waist, so try to keep them in tight. And just bring your forearms, your fists out a little bit, and then back into center. So don't let chicken wings, right? We're trying to keep our elbows in. This is just a small little movement. I like to kind of build this into our shoulders, into our rotator cuffs, right? So we're just thinking gently working into our shoulder spaces. And remember, if you've had shoulder issues, you may not need weights in this exercise. Good. You can always just do one arm at a time, but keep that tummy pulled in. All right, let's just go for 3 and for 2 and for 1. All right, so bring the arms back down. So now that we've kind of warmed up our shoulders, let's do some stair steps. So we're going to lift our arms out to the side and then bring them back down. Notice I didn't go way higher than the shoulders, right? So I would rather you keep it a little slower, a little smaller, and just always visualize your shoulders down your back. And again, you can always do one arm at a time if that's what you need today. And of course, set those weights down. Good. Let's just do one more like that. We got more coming. All right, so that was lateral, which means to the side. Now let's try it to the front. So I start with my fists, my weights on top of my legs, just above the knees. Keep those shoulders down, that belly in, one or both arms, lift straight up, and then press back down. So again, you can always go as high as the shoulders, but I wouldn't go higher than the shoulders. We'll keep our bodies safe, keep our form strong. Good. Keep that back strong and breathing for 2 and 1. All right. So that was just kind of a stair step, a build up. So now we're going to do a combo, again, working into our brain. So let's bring the right arm to the side. Our left hand stays on top of our leg. So we'll do the same 2 movements, just alternating. So right to the side, left arm to the front, come down, and then switch. Right arm to the side, left arm to the front. And then switch again. So, excuse me, trying to alternate. Good. Still lifting slow, steady with control. Again, if you need to set those weights down today, that is okay. Good. Are we still breathing? Good. Keeping that mindful movement. I find sometimes if I think exhale on the hard part, good. Just wherever you are, just keep moving with intention. Good. Squeezing in that tummy, squeezing in strong through your back. Can we take 2 more full sets? So right to the side, left to the front, left to the side, right to the front. All right, one more round through, everybody. Breathe. Press it down. Last time. Ooh, okay, good job. Let's relax those shoulders. That's been fun. We'll give our arms a tiny little break. So if you want to bring fist weights to your chest, I'm going to show you from the side. These are seated crunches, basically seated crunches. There's the word. So it's like you would do a crunch, like if you were lying on the floor, your back's against the ground, and then you try to crunch in and roll forward and then sit back up. Notice my weights aren't off my chest. So just keep it in there. It's a little extra. You don't even have to do weights. You could kind of just mimic like a crunch and pull up. So it's a little bit more of the mind challenge working into you. So scoop it in, squeeze, inhale, straighten back up. So I want you to imagine those belly muscles squeezing in tight. So pull in tight, belly button to the spine. Inhale, lift back up. Again, if you imagine your muscles all through your core working, like your ribs are drawing down towards your hips, and then lift back up. Good. So just subtle movement here. Strong control. And of course, not forgetting to breathe. We love to work our abs, right? Good. So kind of give your tailbone a little tuck, scooping those lower abs. Inhale, lift back up. Good. So again, these movements don't have to be big, flashy, crazy. Sometimes smaller, sometimes slower is definitely more effective. And again, still reminding yourself, nothing is forever. Can we finish out our last 4? Yes, we can. You got 4. Take a good breath in, scoop and squeeze 3. Nice big inhale. Good. Pull it in for the last 2. Keep that tummy strong. And then squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 1. And then lift back up. Whew, that was fun. All right. So before we get back into our upper body, I don't want to forget about our legs and let them get cold. So I like to take what's called a goddess stance, a grand plie, which means your feet are out a little bit wider. And just do a quick check-in. Look down, or your knees and toes ideally going the same way. You just don't want to have your knee going one way and your toes going another way. Just try to line them back up. Maybe bring those toes in. If you want to use weights, I have them just above my knees on my thighs. Again, you don't have to. So first thing, I know I should have angled my camera. We're just going to do heel raises. So toes on the floor. We're just going to lift both heels up and squeeze down. Lift up and slowly lower. So I have a challenge if you want. Try not to touch your heels to the ground as you bring them back down. Good. So we're squeezing in through our glutes, our thighs, our tummy, and getting that strength down through our calves, ankles. Good. Building up, slowly pushing down. You can always alternate if you want, like 1 foot at a time. Good. Otherwise, keep lifting. Good. Squeezing. That next challenge to not touch the heels to the ground, but take it where you're able to. Keep pushing those big toes down, driving your heels up. Good. Don't forget to squeeze through your whole thigh, through your legs, through your tummy as you breathe, squeezing up, squeezing down for the last 3, 2. Can we hold the last one up? Heels up, big toes down, and just pulse, pulse high, pulse high. Just squeeze those muscles to lift just a little bit higher. Good. Squeeze the bottom, squeeze the tummy. 3, 2, 1. All right, set your heels down, but keep the feet wide. I like to bob them out a little bit. Just let go of that tension. All right, so getting a little bit extra love on our abs. Remember how we did earlier with the fists, weights on the chest, if you want to use them. We're going to squeeze our tummy and a side crunch. To the right, pull up to center. Side crunch to the left, pull up to center. So again, rib to the hip, belly button is in tight. Don't go where it hurts. Just think, I'm building my strong tummy, my strong abs, and still breathing. Good, so squeeze the belly, squeeze your bottom, squeeze the legs. Good. So again, don't let the weights come off the body. It's just giving you that little extra push if you desire today. Good. And breathe, friends. Squeeze down and up. Squeeze down, squeeze up. I'm going to count down. We got 6. Good. And 5. Keep pulling, breathing. 4, 3, almost there. 2, squeeze, 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 and 1. All right. Take a quick reset breath. Okay, so one more little fun exercise while we're here, again, getting into our brain. So bringing the weights in front of you. So this is a multi-part movement. You're going to pull the weights up. That's a bicep curl. And I want you to think push out like you're doing a push-up. So strong back, strong shoulders, strong chest. And then you're going to pull back to the chest. Give yourself that strong resistance and then lower back down. So it's curl, press, chest, down. Squeeze and breathe. Curl, strong, press, strong to the chest, resist, down. Breathing in, curl, press, chest, down. There you go. Curl, press, chest, down. You say it, it might help. Curl, press, chest, down. You squeezing that tummy? Curl, press, chest, down. Breathe again. Curl, strong, press, strong, chest, down. 4 more. Curl, press, chest, down. Breathe again. Curl, strong press, strong to the chest, down. Last 2. Curl, press, chest, down. Give me 1 more. Curl, press, chest, down. Nicely done. All right, heel toe the feet together. Give your shoulders a little relaxing. All right, let's do a little bit more. Just to make sure our lower body's feeling good. Bring your right foot forward. Now I invite you to hover the foot a little bit, but flex your toes and keep your knee a little bit so we don't lock it out. If you want to use the weights, just above the knee on the thigh. As you hover the leg, or you can tap it, push it out, pull it back in. So like we did earlier in class, but you have that resistance with that optional weight. Squeeze all the way down. Good. Let your body work together. Breathe. Good. Squeezing out, getting that little adduction here, pulling back in, working in both directions, right? Good. Nice resistance, nice control. Keep squeezing your bottom. All right, we got good news. Last 3. Pull it back in. Last 2. Can you hold that last one up and find that little pulse, 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 pulse. Squeeze, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's cross our right foot over the left and just tilt forward for a quick little love stretch on that right thigh. Just breathe into it. And we get to do the other side, right? So uncross, bring your left foot forward, use that weight if you want to. I'm hovering my leg without locking my knee. Now squeeze all the way down from the seat, push out, pull back in. Good. Nice. Find that strong movement. Again, every movement with control. Squeezing out, pulling back in. Think about those muscles you're trying to build strength through. From your abs, your glutes, down through your thighs, your calf, even out through the ankle. Pushing out, pulling in. Like you have that imaginary rubber band on your leg. So work into the resistance. Don't forget to breathe for the last 4. Squeeze it in, squeeze it out for 3. Pulling that tummy again. 2, 1. We're going to hold it up at center for that tiny little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoo, cross at your ankles. So left over right, just do a little tilt. Ooh, and just kind of soften that tension out, right? That's my loving joke in my classes. I torture you a little, and then we love on you again, and we're friends again, right? So take another good breath. All right, let's uncross. Bring your feet flat. All right, let's just do a tiny bit more for our upper body. Yay, building strength. So I have my weights if you want to use them. Now we're going to tilt forward with a flat back. So let me show you again from the side. Your feet are down, your hips are down. You're not rounding. You're just hinging a little bit to keep that straight line from your head down to your tailbone. Now from here, maybe your legs may be a little closer together. I'm going to have my arms extended out. So let's practice our row, our bent over row. You're going to bend up the elbows and tight to the ribs. As you get to the top, squeeze your shoulders together. Press back forward. Let me show you again from the side. So a lot of times people are sitting up. That's getting more into the arms. So we want to think upper back as we tilt forward. When we bend up our elbows, squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then we press back forward. And we squeeze our tummy. As we pull up, keep squeezing the tummy, press back down. Good. So again, we're working in both directions here, trying to find that nice, strong upper back. So I want to enhance our posture, making it nice and stable, nice and strong. And as you know, your abs have to help. You got to keep using the core, right? Don't forget. Good. Breathe, friends. And again, we work up, squeeze. We press down, work on the way lower. Good. Squeezing up, squeezing down. All right, give me one more. All right, quick reset. All right, so that was a row, kind of targets more the upper back. As we get into a fly, same alignment, but our arms are going to go out to the side. Good, so watch your space. All right, again, tilting forward, keep that back flat, keep that belly strong. Start with the palms in, soften your elbows a little bit. Think about your strong back working as you lift out and then squeeze it back down. Again, don't strain through the neck. You don't have to lift up too high. If I start seeing people like clenching, I'm like, turn it down a notch. You can always do one arm at a time. Remember, don't forget, you can always set those weights down. Again, if you visualize all your back muscles working to make this movement happen. Good. Keep squeezing through the core, not forgetting to breathe, everybody. All right. Just going for a few more. We love these big back muscle movements. Muscles are strong. They want a little push. All right. Last 2. Last 1. All right. You thought we were done. Almost done. Almost done with this. I want to do one more little combo, big on the brain today. So we're going to tie those 2 movements together with a little variation. So you got to stay with me. We'll take it slow to start. Pull in your belly, tilt for a little bit, extend the arms forward. So remember the row. Let's do right side. Pull up, row, press back down. Left side row. Don't forget we're tilted forward. Now both arms fly. All right, so let's take it slow again. Right row, isolate, press down. Left row, push down. Both fly, squeeze down. Pull in your tummy again. Right row, press down. Left row, press down. Both fly, squeeze the back and lower. Relax the neck though. So squeeze right side row, left side row. Both arms fly strong, lower. Hey, squeeze your tummy again. Right row, press down. Left row, push down. Both fly. Good. Just a few more rounds, right? We love these big, strong back movements, building strength on our back side. Keep pulling in the core. Both fly. Give me 3 more sets. Right row, press down. Left row, press down. Both fly, squeeze, and lower. Squeeze the tummy. Right row. Breathe, friends. Left row. Last time, or one more time after this. All right, here we go. Right row, left row, and here we go. Both fly. Can you hold it for that final pulse? Squeeze the back. Little pulse. Squeeze the tummy. Good. Keep breathing. You're almost there. Finish it out strong. 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoo! I know. All right. Put the weights down. We're done with the weights. All right. Safely out of the way, making sure that they're not going to be in danger under your feet. Quick little shoulder love. How about a quick little love stretch? Take your right hand all the way in front. Palm is out. Scoop your left palm up by your forearm and just pull the arm over. Relaxing your shoulder down. Soften the neck. If it doesn't hurt, you can look to the side. Take an easy breath. Easy exhale. All that's behind you now. Yay. All right, shake that out. Let's do the other side. So left arm in front of you. Right palm scoops up. Hug it over. Relax your shoulder. A little love tug, right? Just to stretch along our upper back or shoulder space. Again, if it doesn't hurt, you can look to the side. Easy breath in and out. All right, relax that for a moment. So, best part of your day, we got to practice our sit to stand. So let's try for 5. And my rule is if you get one good one, you're winning. All right, that's great. And if you need props like your cane, your walker, something to help you get up, please use it. Always safety first. I even have folks that might need to like bring their hands to their seat to get that initial lift off. That's fine. We're just building strength from wherever we are at this moment. Just make sure, quick foundation check, your feet are down to the ground, about hip bone distance if you can. You can have that option to bring your hands to the chair, or if you want a little extra, hands to your heart. Sometimes people like to reach out like they're pulling. Take what you need. But I have a little foam with a couple of rocks. So wherever you need to take it, counting down. 3, squeeze the tummy. 2, and 1. Press up as you stand up. Ooh, push the ground away. Relax your shoulders down. Good. So we have strong legs. Soften your neck. Just take an easy breath. All right, we did it a couple more times. Now make the chair is still there. Nobody's moved it. Try to think the sit is an important part of the exercise. So I almost invite myself to float down like on a 3 count, float your hips down. All right, let's do it again. Take it where you need. Have those fun with the rocks for 3, for 2, and press the ground away. Stand up on 1. Again, that standing pose in yoga, it's called mountain pose. So you just have that strong foundation, but relax your face again. Take a good breath. I'm going to do it again. So maybe you have that option to reach the arms out like you're almost floating into a squat. Knees are back behind the toes. Oh, landing into the chair. Let's go again. 3, 2, and breath up, stand up. Oh, yes. Again, each time I'm like pushing the ground away like one of those heavy leg press machines. Yeah. All right. 2 more times for real. So let's float into it. Zip in that belly, right? Keep the chest up, hips back. Again, you move nice and steady. Floating like a butterfly. All right, counting down. 3, and 2, and 1. Push that ground away, friends. You've got it. Oh, nice strong legs. Easy breath. Okay, for real this time. One more. Let's float. Let's work ourselves into that seat. For real this time. We're going to stay standing. Here we go. Counting down. 3. Pray for balance. No, just kidding. 2, and 1. As you push up, stand up. Again, standing with intention. Anytime you find yourself like at the grocery store waiting in line, make sure your knees aren't locked. Just kind of have that strong stance. You're pushing the ground away. Belly is in, but relax those shoulders down. Take an easy breath. All right, whenever we come to standing, again, if you need your walker in front of you and your chair behind you, if it's like a quick sit day, you don't have stable balance, take it there. Otherwise, everybody needs to make sure they have their chair or something in front of them for that balance support. So I'm going to move my chair up a little bit, and I'm going to make sure actually everybody make sure your weights are out of the way. Don't want to stub your toe or trip them. That's not fun. All right, so I might move the chair out of the way periodically just so you can see my feet, but your chair is there. Hands are there for a little bit of balance support. What I don't want you to do is like push all the weight into the arms, because where's the balance, strength, coordination there? First thing, let's march in place. So again, let me move the chair out of the way just so you can see what we're doing here. We're just trying to shift our weight from one foot to another. And again, light fingers on the chair. If the chair's in front of you, just don't bang your knees on it because it doesn't feel good. We've been sitting for a while, so now we're just kind of getting familiar again with how does it feel to stand, to walk around a little. All right, and starting to slow down your breath, kind of let that heart rate come down. All right, so next little exercise I love to do are heel raises. Again, please, if you have the chair in front of you, light fingers on the seat, it's there for you. Lift your heels up and slowly bring them back down. So we lift up, now press those toes down, squeeze your belly or bottom, and slowly lower. Yay, heel raises. And I love to build into the strength as we keep our ankles strong. You know, feet are kind of important. They carry us around a little bit. All right, so giving you some options. Please stay here. Your fingers on the chair if you need that today. That next little add-on, maybe right arm up and lower. Lift up. Now, what I see sometimes is people start doing the arms and they forget completely about the feet. That's not the main thing. The main thing are those heel raises. The arms are an add-on if you want to. Again, you can keep a hand on the chair as you lift the opposite arm. Whatever you're doing, keep breathing. Keep squeezing. So I like to inhale, exhale, inhale, lift, exhale down. Good. A few more times. Your calves might start to feel a little bit like fire. That means we're working those muscles. Good. Squeeze it. Good. Breathe into it. We'll finish it out for 4, for 3. Squeeze that tummy again. 2, 1. All right. Relax it. Shake it out a little bit. I know it always just build up tension. We're just going to let it go. All right. Another quick foundation check-in. I just want to explore where your balance is. You have your chair with you if you're standing today. We'll check the balance on each leg. So if I'm going to start, if I'm mirroring you, this is your left side. Plug your toes, your heel down, like you're gripping the ground with your foot. Bend the knee a little bit so it's not locked as you feel like you're pushing the ground away. That leg is really tight. Can you let your right foot hover? Right? You got the fingers on the chair. Maybe your toes are doing a little tap dance, right? It could be a little wobbly today, friends. We're just here to notice, not to judge. Just keep that foundation strong. Form over depth as you breathe. Okay, great job. And let's switch it out. So the weight now comes to, this is your left leg, right leg. So just switch it out. So make sure you grip the ground strong, your knees a little bent. So those muscles are really working. You're not locked out, right? So nice and tight. As you're ready, let that left foot float. And you might find like one side is a little easier, a little stronger to balance on. They could both be a little wobbly today. That's okay. Again, just notice where you're at, taking that good breath in and out. All right, nicely done. So kind of shake it out a little bit. Again, we might do a little more balancing. You just have to make sure you're just taking that knowledge with you of how stable your balance is today. All right, so if you have the chair in front of you like so, we're going to keep the weight in our left leg and take a big step out to the right. Can you point all your toes forward? So notice I'm doing a lunge stance. Knees forward, toes are forward. Strong in that left leg as you lift your right foot up. Now here's a choice. You can step the foot or you can tap the toes. So taking a big step out, side lunge, big step up, tap or step the foot, stepping out, bend the knee, lift back up, keep breathing. Okay, I know we want to do something with our arm. Yes, you can absolutely reach the same side out, pulling it back in. Good. So option to keep that left hand on the chair. If your balance is stable, left hand can be on the hip, pulling it back in. Keep that weight in the left leg the whole time. We step out, we pull it back in. Oh yeah, don't forget to breathe. Stepping out, pulling it back in. Let's just go for 3. Squeeze it back in tight. Step out for 2. Good. 1. Come back in. Take a quick reset. So balance out the weight. Breathe. All right, we'll do it on the other side. So weight is in your right leg. Yes. Right hand can be on the chair. Lighten your left toes. Take that big step out. First one slow. Look at your feet. Are they facing forward? That's kind of what we want. So bend into that knee. Bring up the foot. Tap or step it back together. And then big step out. Big step in. What I see a lot of times are people dragging their foot. So let's think step up and over, bend into the knee, lift up, back together. Yes, and you can add that same side arm. Keep a hand on the chair the whole time if you need. And again, strong step out, strong lift back in. Squeeze the tummy again. Are you breathing again? Watch that balance. Step out, pull it back in. Breathe, friends. Again, strong outreach, strong pull back in. Tap. Let's go for 3. Squeeze that leg again. Squeeze your core for 2. And 1. All right, nicely done. Quick reset. Okay, so again, you ideally have your chair right in front of you. Safety first. We'll do a round of alternating going right to left. So I'm going to move the chair just so you can see what's happening. But again, always think you're never dragging. We're not ice skating on the floor. We're trying to lift up and lift up in. All right, so hands on the seat. It's there for you. Step your right foot out. You can reach the right arm to the side. Come back to center. Switch. Left leg, left arm out and pull back in. So hands on the seat the whole time if you need it. Otherwise, might have that opposite hand on the hip. And again, think strong through the foundation. Step out, reach. Pull back in. Step out, reach. Squeeze that tummy. You draw it back in. Stepping out, pulling back in. Stepping out, breathing, friends, back in. Now, a lot of times We start getting kind of focused on the movements, forgetting about our breath, forgetting we have a voice, right? We want to make sure our voice is strong. So stay with these movements. That's the main thing, connecting to your body, connecting to your breathing. Otherwise, feel free to add on. We can say chrysanthemum, yeah, geranium. We love these, right? Chrysanthemum, speaking with intention. Geranium, use that big, strong voice. Chrysanthemum, keep that core strong. Geranium, only 3 more sets. Lift up the foot. Chrysanthemum, together. Geranium, squeeze that tummy again. Chrysanthemum, geranium. Can we do one more round? Chrysanthemum and geranium. All right, let's bring it back to center, friends. Big breath with the arms. Inhale. Oh, sorry. You have that choice with the chair in front of you. Exhale. Good. One more time. Big breath in and out. All right, letting it go for a minute, relaxing your shoulders. All right, so let's step to, if you have your chair in front of you, just step to, this is your right side. All right, so we have the left hand on the chair, strong in your standing left leg. Go ahead and bring your right foot forward. I want you to point your pretty toes like you're a ballerina. It's one of my favorites to do. So you're squeezing down from your seat through your foot, strong standing left leg. Just lift your right leg up and lower. You can tap the toes up and down. Good. So keep everything strong, moving from the hip through the foot. Now that right arm can absolutely lift with the leg. Again, but like you have a heavy weight, squeezing, resisting, pulling in the core, not forgetting to breathe. Again, left hand on the chair. If your balance is stable, left hand on the hip. Whatever you're doing, keeping everything strong. Breathing. Nice control. For 3. For 2. Now, I like to hold that last one and squeeze, pulse, squeeze, pulse. That's all the move. We're not doing big moves. We're just squeezing the muscles to get a little pulse. 4, 3, 2. Ooh, set your foot down. Give yourself a quick side stretch. Just breathe into it for a moment. All right, so it's not quite done. We'll get to the other side in a second. Let's do another movement here. Strong still in your left leg. Point those pretty right toes out. So we just did to the front. Let's try to the side. So just lift the leg up and tap the toes. Now, real quick, please don't do this, right? It doesn't have to be a big lift. You're just thinking, I'm squeezing, controlling. Left hand on the chair. Right arm can absolutely lift with the leg if you're feeling stable today. Again, moving, steady control, squeezing. Yes, from your seat, your bottom, all the way down the leg, from your shoulder down through the ham. Breathing. Good. Find that control. For 2. You know my jam yet. Hold it. Squeeze, pulse, squeeze, pulse, squeeze, pulse, squeeze. Good. That's all that's making that movement happen. 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoo, another quick side stretch for you. You're welcome. All right, one more little bit here before we go to the other side. Keep that standing left leg strong. Option to bring your right arm up. So we're thinking side crunch, knee to elbow. Squeeze in and out. Side crunch, work with it. Good, yeah, strong through that tummy. Good, don't forget to breathe. Good, think again, ribs to hips. That elbow, that knee never have to touch. Good, pull on the core again. You're finding that strong side crunch movements with your breath. Pull in, reach out for 4, for 3, almost there, 2, 1. All right, give yourself another love stretch because it feels good. Now, if you've got Motown music, party dance, we got to dance our way to the other side. Again, y'all, nobody's watching. Nobody cares. As I tell my classes, this is as close as I'm going to get to a dance party ever again. So make the most of it. Okay, so now we got to reset for the other side. So this should be your right leg, right? You're standing on it, yeah? So press the ground away, lighten that right hand, bring those pretty left toes forward. Now squeeze from that seat all the way down, tighten through your tummy, toes light on the floor. We squeeze up, we squeeze down. Now again, keep that knee a little bent. Just think, strong, tight leg, strong, tight core. Like you've got a weight to lift you up, resist as you come down. Yes, add the arm anytime you're ready. Good, every movement with control, with that imaginary resistance, and of course with your mindful breathing. Good, keep resisting, squeeze up, squeeze down. Only for 4. You got it for 3. Good, working with control for 2. Let's hold that last one and squeeze, pulse, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Breathe, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, set the foot down, quick little love stretch. Okay, now we're gonna go to the side. So tighten up your standing right leg, point your pretty left toes out. So again, like the muscles are kind of spiraling their way down, squeeze up tight. As you lift the leg a little, keep the torso straight, right? We never tilt into it. Again, we try to lift, squeeze, lower squeeze. Good, light through the leg, light through that hand grip. Oh yeah, now to that same side arm whenever you are ready. Working up, resisting down. Yay. Good, nice mindful control, working in both directions. Hey, soften your face a little bit. I want to make sure you're not grinding your teeth. For 3, for 2, breathe. Hold 1, squeeze pulse, squeeze pulse, squeeze pulse, squeeze pulse. Good, tiny strong movement. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, set your foot down. A quick little side stretch again. All right, so one more little bit here. Still standing strong on that right leg. Left arm up, thinking about left knee to left elbow. Side crunch. In and out. Squeeze in and out. Good. Pull in that tummy. And again, think rib to hip. Good. Keep that control. In and out. Squeeze in, squeeze out. Y'all are almost done with this whole session. So dig down deep and give yourself that energy to get through it. For the last 3, pulling that tummy again. For 2, squeeze 1. All right, give yourself a love stretch again. Just take an easy breath. All right, bringing it back to center. Give me a little toe step. So we can work behind our chair. Again, safety first with the balance, please. All right, I'm going to move the chair just so you can see what is she doing. So again, hands on the seat. We're just doing a little step. So to avoid the drag, right? We're not sliding on the floor. We're just giving ourselves a little tap and a tap and a lift and a tap. And just kind of regulating our heart rate, letting go of tension. All right, so again, you have choices. Please keep your hands on the seat. Balance, safety first. All right, wanting a little extra as you step to the right, right arm out. Step to the left. Yes, so we step, reach. We step, reach. You can have on the hand on the hip. Good, so just trying to keep a few moments here of keeping control as best you can. Sometimes the coordination isn't on par, and that's okay. If you're like, I want both arms, absolutely. Again, you can kind of have that open chest. Good, keeping control, still breathing. Step together, out, step together, out. Good. And again, so keep with this nice open arm extension. One arm, no arms, just still mindfully moving through our foundation. I invite you, if you want to change up, reach that right arm up and left arm up. Again, hand on the seat. Just kind of moving our whole body. Yeah, you thought we were done with all the cardio. Just kidding. All right, a few more times here. Big swing, big reach. Good, still breathing with that control here. Yes, last few moments for this bit. All right, count it down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now finding stillness, we're gonna just do quick switch butt kickers. Right heel up, left heel up. So let me show you from the side. Heel straight up, down, up and down. So what I see sometimes is people just kind of floating their knees to the side. Try to think up, up, straight up, knee straight down. If you could it's literally called a butt kicker. So just imagine if my heel was trying to kick my own bottom, what would that look like? What would that feel like? So we're getting a lot of fire to the back of our thighs, up through our glutes. Drive that heel up towards your bottom. And on the flip side, we're opening along the front of our hips, our thighs down to our knees. Good. Again, so you have a choice here. Hands on the chair. It's always there for you. Good. A little extra. Push up. You don't have to. I'm doing the same side. You take it where you want to. Again, keep those hands on the chair. One arm, both arms is an option. Yes, so if you're thinking, I need both arms, push up. Again, we're not being lazy, floppy through the movements. We're keeping control to your edge. Take it where you're able to. Keep squeezing the core, breathing. If it's too much on your shoulders, push out. Or maybe you're like doing a push-up, push forward. Maybe you want to change it up. Yeah, have a little fun with it. Again, I want you to keep those creative juices flowing. Whatever feels good to you. You can have a little variety, have a little fun with it. It is your time, your class, your energy, your body you're building strength with. Last few moments here. Take it to the edge. Just think, I've got a little gas left in the tank. I'm going to use it here for these last few moments today, breathing into it for 3, for 2, 1. All right, relax it, friends. Shake it out a little bit, soften the knees. I invite you to take a little twisty. So again, hands on the chair, maybe your back's seaming. We're just kind of moving our torso, letting our heart rate come down. And if you can, if your body is safe with the balance, see if your heels could kind of come up. So just notice too that when we move, our hips are moving and we're trying to just maybe let that back heel up. Again, keep a hand on the chair the whole time, safety first. But again, you get that chance to feel, could I do almost a full body twist? Give yourself a chance to slow down the breath again. It's about time to cool down. And everybody's saying, yay! All right, last 3. Last 2. Nice, easy twist, heart rate coming down. All right, now if you are still standing, I always love to do a little forward fold that's best for you. So showing you from the side, have your option hands on the seat, start to walk your feet back. And getting into a forward fold stretch that is good for you. You might have to stop here. You might have more range of motion. I've seen some people too, like I need more. They turn their seat to the side. Hands can come to the chair. I just want you to visualize lengthening your spine. So we really want to decompress as you tuck your chin a little bit so the neck is long. You like just nice long space from your neck down to your tailbone, stretching through the legs. Take another good breath in and out. Now squeeze your belly button. Let's inhale, round up, lift up. Make sure if you get a little dizzy, take another breath, making sure you're calm. All right, so still showing you from the side because I want to do a nice calf stretch. And pick up your right foot, step your foot back, keep your heel up and bend your knee. Bend both your knees, right? So kind of getting into different muscles into our calves because there's actually 2 of them there. So first set, your heel is up, that back heel is up, your knee is bent. Then you start to straighten your back leg. Oh, push your heel down. Maybe tilt for a little bit. Hello. I feel it. I don't know about you guys, but take an easy breath. Stretching carefully behind the leg. All right, step it up together. Let's switch it out. Other foot. So first, when we step back, it's like a lunge, right? Our heel is up, our knee is bent. Get stable. Ooh, kind of feel that is again. Tuck the tailbone. Make sure your heel is up, your knee is bent. Take an easy breath. Oh, and then the next step. Oh, if you push your heel down, straighten the leg, maybe tilt a little bit. Never want to lock your knee, right? Always be mindful to just easy breath, stretching into it. Ah, calves are on fire. Yay, heel raises. All right, nice job. So stepping up back to our seats. And again, give yourself a little movement if you've got a chance. Work to the front of your chair, right? I just, my family probably thinks I'm crazy. I'm like, why not dance when you can, right? So when we get to our seat, wait, if you sit down, get back up. Just think, the seat's there. We're going to work into it for 5. Pulling that tummy. 4. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2. You should be lowering and float like a butterfly into the seat. All right, great job. Relax the shoulders. Best part of your day. It's time to cool down. All right, take an easy breath. Easy exhale. One more time, everybody. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, let's hug up that right leg. Give yourself a little love stretch. We did this way earlier. Yeah. So again, just seeing if your body's changed, if it feels more open. Maybe you want to take some of those nice hip circles again. Good. Whatever you're doing, make sure you go both ways. Breathe into your body. Now, while you're up here, circle your foot around a little bit. Maybe flex and point. Oh, yeah. Let's get that tension out of the ankle, out of the toes. One more good breath in and out. All right, now we're going to cross right foot over the left. So a modified figure 4, your ankles are crossed, your right knee is wide. You can tilt for a little bit. Stay here. This is a good stretch for a lot of us. Feeling it? You're like, yeah, that's great. The next level, if it doesn't hurt, is to bring your ankle up to the top of your left thigh. If that's like painful and your knee can't stay wide, it's okay if it's up, but we're not sliding over. We're trying to get into our hip stretch. Bring it back here or here. You got 2 choices. Listen to your body. Flex your toes. Try to keep your spine straight. You might tilt a little bit. Maybe not. Breathe into your body. All right, nice and done. Can we lift up our foot and set it back down? And let's hug in our left side now. Just take a few breaths. A nice little squeeze and just, again, doing a nice little inventory check. How is it over here? Maybe take some of those big circles. Always just think what I do on one side, I want to try and balance it on the other side. Front, back, left, right. Ooh, circle the foot around a little bit. I love on those ankles, right? Flex and point. Breathe into your body again. All right, so we're going to transition to our figure 4. Option 1, starting at the ankles. See how this side is. Stay here. Or if it doesn't hurt, ankle up to the top of your, and this side can be different. You might be like, yep, nope, back here, right? Or here. Wherever you are, just flexing through your toes, maybe tilting a little bit. Just take an easy breath in and out. Oh, yes. All right, as we uncross, feet flat, easy spine twists like we did way at the beginning. Over to the right. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Do it one more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, let's unravel. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Oh, it feels good. One more time. Big breath in and out. All right, as we come up to center, I want you to open the arms, lift the chest, look up, inhale, exhale, give yourself a little hug around your spine. Do that again. Inhale. Let's crisscross the arms the other way. Exhale. Pull on the belly. 2 more. Big breath in, lift the chest. Big breath out, stretch the back. One more time. Inhale and exhale. All right, as we sit up tall, relax your shoulders down a few times. All right, give yourself a few neck rolls. You can do half circles. I sometimes like to hold the stretch, like I'm just getting a little extra length. And again, if you do something, make sure you balance it out both ways. All right, and as we finish out our time together, let's do a couple of easy breaths here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Let your palms touch. Exhale. You'll push out all that stale air, negative energy. So take another good breath in. Good breath out. One more time. Nice big inhale. As always, tell yourself something positive, uplifting. You did good for your body, your mind today. So give yourself a little round of applause. Nice job, everybody. My name's Amanda. Hope to see you soon.